What's up, everybody? It is Dakota Storms coming in once again with a major weather update for today and for what's to come. Because I wanted to take some notes today, but today, unfortunately, I ran out of time and was not able to get a bunch of notes up and ready. So I believe that's what I'm going to do for tomorrow. I'm going to get you guys a big noted video about all the crazy severe weather and everything else that's going to be going on. So, as always, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and also, as always, I will wait to around the 2:30 mark for all the people to start filling in, and I'll start going off on all the storms coming up here. So that's the whole plan for now. And we'll see if anything shifts those plans, as it usually does get shifted a little bit as I'm live streaming. Hopefully, there's no technical difficulties or anything today to prevent me from streaming. And just hoping for a great stream for you guys today. Um, so once we get to that around that 2 mark, we're gonna get up and running, and hopefully we'll have those huge jumps of people in here again. So we'll have to wait and see. Um, and I'll kind of go over a little bit more once I start to see people starting to pop up in here in my live stream. So, but one more time, there's some pheasant over there. That's pretty cool. Um, but yeah, I'll wait till everybody's in here and we'll get up and running and start getting going here. There we go. Now that I see two people in here, we'll probably start bouncing up a little bit. But whenever I start to see people, that's my indication to get going. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Today, we're looking at a lot of the ice storm today. There's some areas in Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan, stuff like that. That line going down like this. There's a lot of those areas that could be seeing up to an inch of ice. So if that is actually what ends up happening and the ice all accumulates, you're going to see some pretty bad power outages. Oh, here's a vehicle. Oh, there's a couple. All right. Thankfully, they're scooting out of my way. Give them the wave. Each one of them. There we go. There we go. But yeah, so today we're looking at a big ice storm. But overall, that's kind of just the big story for today for the weather. But actually, the next, what's coming next is what you really have to watch out if you're in these areas. Tomorrow, Sunday, Sunday, March 30th, there is a severe weather outbreak. It looking very imminent, and it's going to start off with some big, monstrous drawn tornadoes. Potentially, they already have a 10% hatched risk for a huge area, and there's definitely a chance that it's going to upgrade to a 15% hatched risk. And along with the 10% hatched risk for tornadoes, we also have a 30% hatched risk for significant wind and hail. And I should preface too, the tornadoes is a significant tornadoes, not just regular tornadoes. It is a hatched 10% risk. I'll read a couple chats real quick and I'll get back into it. Your Fave Falls says, "What's up? What's up? What's up, man? How are you doing?" Melissa Yetzik says hello. Amelia says is waving, and Melissa says, "Do you see me?" And is giving a bunch of them waving hands. And Ken says, "Chill, bro." I don't know, man. I think I'm pretty chill right now. I'm just talking all about the weather. So that's exactly what I'm gonna keep doing because I think this is a big important stream here today. So next, we're eyeing a day for Monday. So right after Sunday, there's a deer over there, in case you guys want to see that. Oh, and there's tons of deer over here, if you guys want to see that too. Cool wildlife. But anyway, sorry I got distracted. What's up, Beatrice, Jesus, and David? Where am I going? I'm heading right now to the gym in town. Right now I'm in the country, so I got a little bit of ways to go till I'm there. But as I'm driving, I'll just do all that weather updates and stuff like that. So, but Monday, I would say it's not less of a tornado threat, although I would still say the threat is still likely going to be there. I don't believe it's going to be a 10% or 15% hatch tornado risk. I would say, if anything, it's going to be about a 5%, which is still, you could still get tornadoes from that, some dangerous tornadoes, so definitely don't let your guard down. But if anything, it's probably going to be a wind and hail event. Mostly, I'd say biggest threat on Monday will be wind. Again, it is currently a huge, huge slight risk with millions and millions of Americans. There's a bunch of pheasant right there. They're fighting, actually. Wow. I don't know if you guys saw that, but yeah, they were fighting. But anyway, and after that, I do want to talk about this. Uh, what's coming next is looking absolutely insane, and I want to say this right now. It could be potentially a lot worse than what we are going to be dealing with tomorrow. And a lot can change. It's still like 5 days out, but we could have another multi-day severe weather outbreak, and it's rather likely. And it's the crazy thing is it's going to be for the same areas being affected by the severe outbreak tomorrow. So you guys really need to watch out for this one, especially because they already have a day 5 enhanced risk. Day 5 enhanced risk is not the most common, and they have a day 4 slight risk, so that's going to be going into the day 5 enhanced risk. But I would not be surprised whatsoever if this would upgrade from a moderate risk to a moderate or even potentially high. It's a little premature to say stuff like that, but I just want you guys to know that this could be a really big storm. The Storm Prediction Center, I've already been looking at it. They are showing some monstrous setup. It's looking very dangerous. Uh, for example, some of the wording that they used for, I mean, tomorrow. Don't obviously first you got to worry about tomorrow, but after you should really start preparing for this next one. That's going to be about 5 days from now. Some of the wording, I smell somebody cooking something. Something smells good. It smells like jerky or something. But basically, what's going on is about 5 days from now. Um, the Storm Prediction Center said a lot about this. Really could be a substantial uh, outbreak. Um, so whenever you see something like that, it's really kind of concerning. And I was looking at some other graph models about like stuff like CAPE, which is convective available potential energy. And there was another one I was looking at. It was I think it's called the NAM. I can't remember exactly what it's monitoring, but basically, if you see a lot of like bright colors, that's really bad. And I'll tell you right now, it was like white. It was white, and it was at that tilt. A lot of times when you see a tilt like that, that's concerning too. I was watching a Ryan Hall y'all video. There's a bunch more deer over here too. Take a look at that. Anyway, I was watching a Ryan Hall y'all video earlier today, and basically he was saying that this one is looking very concerning, and definitely keep your eyes on it. Once I know some more information, I'll be able to give you guys a little bit more accurate details and more information on it. But just know it's looking for a dangerous situation with potentially a bad tornado outbreak. So, uh, Zu Fran Gomez says, "Hola, cómo estás?" I don't know too much Spanish, but muy bien. I'm gonna try. Yo soy bueno. There we go. I think I got that translated. Um, Ken says, "Chill, bro. You're giving me anxiety. Sorry, bro, if I'm giving you anxiety. Uh, I don't know. I just talk fast sometimes, so maybe that like gets your heart rate going a little bit. But I'm just trying to get a lot of words out in not too long of a time. And if you're anxious about the weather, just make sure you're prepared. The more prepared you are, the less anxious you have to be. Unfortunately, severe weather is just a part of a lot of people's lives, and if you prepare for it, you definitely don't have to be as anxious for it. But if it's just my voice, maybe I can try to tone it down a little bit, slow my voice a little bit. So, and Jocelyn AD says, for real. I think that's pertaining to all the weather stuff I've been spitting out over the last little bit here. And appreciate all you guys commenting, liking, and subscribing. I have no idea if I've gotten some subscriptions, but if at all possible, anybody in here, if you guys could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be greatly, greatly appreciated. I am doing everything I can to make sure this summer I can get some real good storm chasing stuff. I've been trying so hard to get on Facebook Marketplace to claim a car for storm chasing, and I've already looked at some precautions. Like, I want to get so you know how when you storm chase, right? You got to watch out for all that hail destroying your windshield, right? Well, to help mitigate that danger, I'm going to try to get something for it so that I can just sit in the hail and get pelted on without my windows breaking, because that's expensive. And as a college kid, I don't really want to pay for that. So hopefully we can figure out something. Even just a blanket works, but the issue is if it's super windy, well, the blankets to go flying. So I need a little bit of something that latches onto the windshield. And I'm just going to get like liability insurance. I'm not going to have any insurance because I'm going to get a bad vehicle, a really bad vehicle. So I'm not really going to have to be concerned about that at all. And I will say this too. Turn off the heat. It is getting like a sauna in here. If you guys have any last minute questions, comments, concerns, feel free to shoot it in the chat right now, and I'll read it, respond to it to the best of my ability. I'm almost at the gym right now, so basically I'll just, if there's any more chats that come up, I'll read whatever's left, and then head out and pump some iron for the next, next 2 hours. So I'll get a good pump in and stuff like that. And also, if you haven't checked it out already, if you have just some free time and you're like, what could I do right now? I did post a short last night. It was about a really cool shelf cloud I've seen, and this was not yesterday. Believe it or not, this wasn't yesterday that I've seen it. It was about a year ago, and it was a really cool shelf cloud. The video quality is a little bit, like it's a little iffy, but you could definitely, once I get my stupid finger out of the frame, you can definitely see the shelf cloud and the structure for sure. So, if at all possible, you guys want to check that out, it is running. I have about something like 110 views on it right now. So yeah, if you guys want to check that out, feel free to do so. So yeah, I'll give you guys about 1 more minute for any last second chats, comments, concerns, stuff like that. But with that being said, if I can find a parking spot, appreciate all you that showed up today, listening to me talking about all these crazy weather reports going on. Definitely, I'll end the video on this. Stay aware of the weather if you are under the gun for this next week. And it is looking like it could be a very, very concerning weather setup for these next little bit here. So if you are under the gun for this type of weather, get ready, get all your precautions ready. Make sure you have a plan discussed with her in case you get in a situation where a tornado is on the way or any type of severe weather. Just make sure you have a plan ready for motion. It's better to be over prepared than under prepared. And when that tornado's coming, if you don't know what to do, that's not a good situation, not at all. So just get ready for that. I can talk a little bit about North Dakota weather for just a little bit too, for those of you still kind of peeking in and out of here. We could be watching a little bit of a big snowstorm coming up here too. I want to say like South Dakota, Minnesota. It's going to start off So if we got North Dakota right here, let's see. Let's go like this. If we got North Dakota right here, this is South Dakota, right? So the snowstorm is going to be hitting like pretty much a big chunk of South Dakota, and it's going to be working its way up to Minnesota and across like this. That might have already happened today. It might be currently ongoing, but definitely if you're under the gun for that, for the snow slash ice storm, definitely be ready for that too, because especially if you're under the gun for the ice storm, really watch out for that. Because if you're without power for a couple of days, you might want to be prepared for that, I would say. Because if you don't got power, that's just less than ideal if you have no power running in the house. So yeah, just make sure you're prepared for that too. With that, I see there's one person in the chat. Oh, and they just left. So with that being said, if there's no other questions, comments, concerns, then we can just probably just end it at the 18-minute mark if there's nothing else that anyone else wants to ask. So I'll give you guys like 30, 40 seconds though until then. So, but I appreciate everyone who showed up today. I am definitely not the most consistent streamer by times. I'm like here, there, and then there, and then sometimes at like 10 at night. So I'm going to try to get better and better with my streaming times and get to a point where you can kind of expect when to see me every day. And maybe I'll do like multiple streams a day, depending on, I think there's a very good chance that I will do a couple different videos or streams tomorrow. There's a pretty decent chance that I will, just because it's looking like it's going to be a pretty big event. But I would 100% recommend, if you are in the scenario where you are one of the people in the enhanced risk currently, that could definitely be upgraded to moderate. But if you're under the gun, I keep using terminology a lot, but if you're under the gun for the severe weather, I'd 100% be watching like Ryan Hall, y'all, or Reed Timmer, or Max Velocity, or I think there's a guy named like Cypher FX or something. I think there's some guy like that. Watch one of those guys too, because they can definitely tell you a lot better who is at the biggest threat, stuff like that. 100% do that. And but if you're not under the threat, you're completely fine. You just want to tune into somebody who's talking about it. Well, then I guess I could do that for you guys. That's the whole goal. We'll see. I don't know how busy of a day it'll be for me tomorrow, but I'll definitely make time to get you guys a stream, at least a stream at one point, and then potentially even a update video, like a short or a regular video, just depending on what type of weather event we're looking like tomorrow. Once it starts initiating and popping off, that's when I'm going to try to start doing that stream, so I can best help you guys. I'm actually going to get it right to the 20-minute mark, just because I think that's a nice resolution to a stream is 20 minutes. So I think I will end the stream though. Thanks again for everyone who liked, commented, subscribed. It's huge for the channel and it's huge for me. So appreciate everybody, and we'll